Man, what y'all waiting on? Y'all need to go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Life I've been hearing about the United States and Cuba. When will the United States do it? I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. That'd be good. That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? They're a very weakened nation right now. They were for a long time. Very violent leaders.
What?
You know, all my life I've been hearing.
Very violent leaders. Give me Habakkuk real quick, chapter 2. Start at verse 4. He's calling them violent. When has Cuba ever bombed another country, man?
The hell is this?
Kidnapped a world leader. Man, what is this guy talking about, man? I mean, these people, read this. This is going to break it down right here.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4.
Come on.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
This man is standing on his feet, and his soul is still crooked or sideways, meaning you can't correct these people. He says Cuba is a violent country, but yet the U.S. and their military is on record decimating nations. Come on.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Right, so we got to live by the faith in what? Christ. We got to keep the commandments. We understand what's written aforetime is written for our learning. These prophecies are unfolding before our eyes. Read.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
So his wine is his lies, his philosophies, his religion. And he uses his weaponized witchcraft, which they call the media, to hypnotize the minds of the people and get them drunk with all this foolish lies and rhetoric. Come on.
He is a proud man.
He is a what?
A proud man.
This man said, I can do whatever I want to do with Cuba. He's talking about a whole nother nation of tens of thousands of people. He's just disgusting, like he's talking about going out buying lunch. Come on.
Neither keepeth at home.
Neither what?
Keepeth at home.
Come on.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
So wherever they put that flag, destruction is the first thing that happens. Then hell is in this wake. You got strip clubs and porno shops in Iraq now, crime through the roof, all types of babies are being born all deformed because of depleted uranium. That's what he left after he liberated Iraq. Come on.
It is as death.
Is as what?
As death.
And the mortality rate is through the roof. In any country, this man sets his post up his flag. Come on.
It cannot be satisfied.
Come on.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
So after he destroys a nation, he brings them all back in his country. Like it's a lot of Iranians over here. You understand? Come on.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him? And they taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
The thick clay is all the nations that he heaps upon himself. Come on.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
So that's talk. Rise up means wake up. What is this talking about? This talking about sleeper cell activity. You see them talking about that in the news. Iran sleeper cell network. That's what's going on. That you're gonna hear that famous shout, then that kaboom, always just like that. Come on.
And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Come on.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
America has robbed and spoiled many nations of people. Look what they're doing, what they're trying to do right now in Iran. And guess what? It ain't going so well. You understand? This is prophecy, man. Come on.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
That's what's going to happen. That's prophecy. Come on.
Because of men's blood.
Because of what?
Of men's blood.
Because this place shed a lot of blood, chiefly the blood of the prophets. Come on.
And for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
So that's what's prophesied to happen. Any of y'all got anything? Because we got a lot to cover. No, that's it. That's it. That's it on that. That's it on that. So we got to keep it moving because we got a lot to cover. Play this right here. Watch this.
Message to the President of the United States. The outcome of war cannot be determined by tweets. The result of a war is determined in the field, the very place where you and your forces do not dare to approach, and you can only talk about it in your tweets. It's better to name this war as epic fear instead of epic fury.
Damn, you got a lot of nations talking Greece. Nobody ever thought to talk like that about America. Now they done stuck their foot in the hornet's nest, and it ain't going good, man. You understand? They didn't completely destroy all America's early warning detection system by destroying all their radars over there. So now you got the U.S. carrier fleet. They can't even rearm themselves at the docks with the cruise missiles and interceptors because all that's been destroyed. So now they sitting way off the coast. That's why now he's asking for allies to help guide the ships through the sea because they going through their blind now. They don't know when the rockets are being launched because the most expensive radar system in the world has been completely obliterated. So these are the things that's going on that how this place is being weakened, man. Anybody want to say something on that?
Yeah, I want to get one scripture in Obadiah because I know this is not fully accomplished yet, but I want to get Obadiah 8. Read that real quick.
Bring it out. The book of Obadiah, verse 8.
No, jump to 7.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
That's what's happening right there because you look at all Trump's advisors told him don't do it. He listening to the man, to the small hat, got him in there, so keep reading.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
That's the part that I want to get. There's no understanding. So now they stuck. Understand that. They don't know what to do because all of the things that's going over there ain't going the way they want. Just like what Captain Matt brought out. The expensive radar system's been knocked out. I think I heard that they destroyed a lot of the ports where America would dock their ships. And they didn't anticipate that Iran would attack some of the other countries over there. Not that they're so much attacking the countries, but they're attacking the American assets that are in those countries. They didn't anticipate that. So they're taking big losses over there.
And the European PM, Prime Minister, he said, we're not getting dragged into this war. He put that on in the news. He said, we're not going to get dragged into this war.
Message.
Yep, there you go right there.
What the hell is this?
Second, while taking the necessary action to defend ourselves and our allies, we will not be drawn into the wider war. Second,
They said they done had enough of that because you got to think they was in Iraq, they was in Afghanistan, and they suffered all them casualties, all them loss. Then you got Ukraine that they was into, and then remember they started to suffer at a certain point. The U.S. was leaving United Nations, and then that's when Germany said, "Hey man, we gotta develop our own military. We can't count on the United States to back us anymore." So that's what things have changed. Like I think Bishop has said, things have changed in the earth. So even if Trump is no longer a president after his term is over, it's too late. Things have changed in the earth.
Yes, sir. Real quick, can we go to Isaiah 14? Similar to what Officer Mandela brought out, this is the beginning of this prophecy coming to fruition. Isaiah 14, let's start from verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
He who smote the people in wrath.
So the he that smote the people in wrath is talking about America, the U.S. of A.
With a continual stroke.
With a continual stroke, because since their creation of a country, they've been against every dark nation on the earth, whether it's the Israelites, whether it's the Arabs, whether it's the East Indians, every other nation on earth they have tried to oppress, besides totally oppressing the nation of Israel.
He that ruled the nations in anger.
He that ruled the nations in anger, because he didn't just oppress us, he wanted to be over all the nations as well.
Is persecuted.
Now he's being persecuted. He's being brought down.
And none hindereth.
Nobody's going to stop it. Nobody cares about Iran blowing up their oil deposits, blowing up their ships, or blowing up their resources. They're happy for it. Nobody's messing with America right now because they're in bed with the so-called, with Israel, with the Israelis.
The
small hats. Jump down to verse 9.
Verse 9.
Verse 10, actually.
Verse 10. All they that shall speak and say unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Art thou also become weak as we?
They're looking. This is the same America that was bossing us around, that's bossing around Venezuela, Cuba, Nigeria, all the other countries. This is the same America. Now they're getting bossed around by a small country.
Art thou become like unto us?
Are you like unto us now? You as weak as us?
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
So thy pomp is brought, all your big name that was keeping people away from you, all that brashness.
And the noise of thy vows.
And the noise of thy vows, all your media, your social media, your tactics of your jackals, all the tactics you use to make yourself a fear to the other nations, people ain't falling for it no more.
The worm is spread under thee.
All the corruption that you've been spreading and that's in your country now is affecting you. Your own people aren't even backing you.
And the worms cover thee.
That's it.
Damn. Yeah, listen, man. There's some heavy stuff. Rube, do you got anything today? Okay, listen. We got to dive right into it. We having some issues. So on the IT side, so make sure y'all keep us in prayer, man. This thing is crazy. What's going on? All of a sudden, our stuff can't work. It's a hard time getting started. But listen, the gates of hell ain't gonna prevail. Hey, click on that article, and then we're gonna show the thumbnail and get right into the show, though, because this is the reality. I just posted an article real quick. Natural News. It should be a Twitter link, right? So bring that up. It should be the Health Ranger. Click on it. It should be a double click. Boom.
The Strait of Hormuz standoff. Why Trump's war has already lost, and you are not ready for what's coming.
So let's read. I want to go down. Read the unthinkable.
The unthinkable has happened. American military dominance is over.
Damn. Read that.
The era of the aircraft carrier as a symbol of uncontested power is finished. The fleet in being cannot protect itself against Iran's drones and missiles. A reality even the corporate press is reluctantly beginning to acknowledge. The strategic control of the Strait of Hormuz has decisively shifted. Iran now holds the world economy hostage from a position of immense geographic and tactical strength.
Read.
This is not speculation. A Brightian broadcast news analyst, I pointed out that the U.S. Navy's strength has diminished, making its carriers vulnerable targets. A scenario where Iran launches an all-out attack on U.S. naval vessels is not hard to imagine. The geography of the
All
strait...
right, jump down to the grim reality. As John should say, the grim reality, right there.
The grim new reality. 97% fewer ships and a global economy on life support. The strait is functionally closed to the west. Traffic has plummeted from around 80 ships a day to a trickle, reserved primarily for allies like China. Over 3,200 ships are reportedly stranded in the Gulf, including half the world's LNG carriers. What? This isn't a temporary slowdown. It is a systemic cardiac arrest for the global just-in-time economy.
That LNG is liquid natural gas. So now go down to the inevitable endgame, collapse, capitulation.
The inevitable endgame, collapse, capitulation or nuclear escalation. Without a diplomatic deal, which the current administration seems incapable of brokering, we face a cascade of industrial, food, and currency collapses. This will make the COVID lockdowns look trivial. The global fertilizer supply, already reeling from conflict, faces further catastrophe if Iran's plants are targeted, as reported in naturalnews.com. Food chain fears are not hypothetical, they are imminent.
So this thing is going to have global consequences. Give me Hosea 5:15. So we are wondering how it's going to be, what's going to cause a divide between NATO and America. We've seen the Trump rhetoric in its early stage, but now we're seeing that this thing in Iran and now pending global collapse because of the Strait of Hormuz is really going to ante up the thing, so you understand, because people are going to start starving. You're going to see mass migration, all types of stuff about to go down. Such they hit them desalinization plants. So read that real quick.
Hosea chapter 5, verse 15.
Come on.
I will go and return to my place. Till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
Come on.
In their affliction.
In their what?
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
So the affliction is going to come because of a global economic collapse as a result of what's taking place over there. Listen, when you don't have fertilizer going through, chips, natural gas, fuel, all these things will bring all world economies to a screeching halt. That's not a small matter that's going on over there. So listen, things are about to get real.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.